Angela here at Buckridge Homestead. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome back. We're gonna finish up and make the salmon chowder. Now I never was able to finish doing it yesterday in the other video, but we'll continue it today because I ran out of milk. And but I've got all the beautiful salmon all deboned and some of my ingredients out. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get these onions chopped up. And yesterday I already got the garlic all minced up. I think that was like 4 cloves of garlic. And this salmon chowder is going to be so delicious and light. And I will link the recipe down below in the description box. So, today is such a nice day. Oh, I got up, or for some reason I couldn't sleep and I got up really early and got organized and let the chickens out. And I'm kind of worried about one of our dogs because he got into the garbage somehow and swallowed a big huge chicken bone. And we have 4 chihuahuas. So, and he's our little baby. He's our new one that we adopted from Palm Springs last time we were there. And so I don't want, not that I want anything to happen to any of them, but he's super special because probably can't bring dogs like that through the border again for a while. They stopped that for some reason. But I'm trying to keep a close eye on him. So, okay, so anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these onions over to don't mind my messy kitchen either, to the food processor, and I'm just going to quickly zap them into a puree because I have a fussy puppy who doesn't like onion chunks, who only likes onion. It loves the flavor of onion, but doesn't like the texture of it. So hang on, it's gonna be loud. I just gotta make sure I get all of it smooshed down to the bottom. Oh, I have no, that's the right blade. So I'm just going to puree this. And it sounds kind of gross, but you get all the delicious flavor of the onion for the fussy people. And you don't have to go without. Because I am not making 2 recipes of every single thing that I make. Normally he loves my cooking, so that they always say, is there onions? Is there onions? And this way I just say, no. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I never know the difference. And my oldest son, but I tell him the same thing. Okay, so that's just how I've got it. There's no chunks, but it's kind of like mush. So I'm going to come back over here and we're going to get a spatula. Oh, and what I'm going to do is I might as well throw this garlic in there. What I want to do is get some real butter, no margarine. I never cook with margarine. It has to be real butter. I'm using unsalted, but I normally always used to use salted butter, but because of my thing with my heart, I'm supposed to be really cutting back, so I'm trying. So I'm just gonna add butter to my pot, and I'm gonna add this garlic and onions, and then I'm gonna chop the celery. that on low. So, okay, and I always like to have a bucket or something where I have for scraps handy, and my chicken bucket. But I'm going to be using all of these. I already actually washed the celery already, so the chickens aren't going to be getting much of that. I'm going to get my favorite knife. This is just an old Legacina knife that I've had since 1999, and it's still so sharp. I love it. I don't have any fancy tools. And you can cut your celery as fine as you want. Finely diced as you like. Now we're going to saute this with the butter and the garlic. And it's going to start smelling so good in here. Because we just love, I'm not a big fish eater, but I'm a big salmon eater. It's the only fish that I really, really love. Besides shrimp. I love shrimp. Okay. Let me grab my pot so I can show you. So here's my pot. I'm using a pretty big pot. I've got my butter pureed onion and my garlic. And now I'm going to put in all of my celery. And it's really pretty easy. So I'm going to put this on low. Medium actually. And I'm going to put a drizzle of olive oil in there. Oh, that's a brand new one. That won't do. This one's open. Get this really sauteing with some pepper and a little bit of salt. Not too much. I'm doing it so I can add the salt, the majority of the salt. My hubby can add later. I'm just putting bare minimum to get the proper nice flavor, and that's it for me. And then he can add more to his taste. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is get carrots. I hope I have some upstairs. Don't. Okay, I have to go downstairs and get carrots. I will be back. Okay, so I'm back with my carrots. I went down to the pantry and got them, and I got my chicken bucket because I guess they are getting a treat. Usually by the end of the day I eat so many vegetables and fruit, they get quite a bit of stuff. So I'm just gonna do kind of like a rough peel on these. This guy's kind of hairy, so, but I already washed them. I'm not gonna be too fussy because they were organic. And the peel's got really good nutrients anyway. So I'm not gonna take all of it off. Just the ugly spots that are brown. And then I'm going to grate this up. Okay, so put that in half. Maybe I will get a bowl. Put everything in, and I'm going to take it over, and I get exhausted really easy because of my heart. So I do things as simple as I can that allow me to still do all the things that I love. Well, not all the things, because of course I can't do all the things I love, but I'm praying that one day I can do all the things I love, and that my heart transplant goes good. It's going to be a long recovery where I won't be in the kitchen or doing much, and I'll probably be miserable, but I'm going to try and stay as positive as I can. So longer taking. I'm just giving this sauteing bit a stir. Okay, I'm going to take these carrots over here. Oh, I've got my grater attachment on. I've got my grater attachment on now. So I'm just going to stick these carrots in here because, like I said, I'm trying to make my life easier. I don't want to hand grate anymore. I use this for cheese everything. That's it. That fast. Way better. And you know what's funny? I had this in the cupboard for years and didn't use it. Hand chopping every single thing because I do love chopping. I find it therapeutic, but now, like I said, it's exhausting for me. So I'm going to do my best to not chop by hand if I can. So now I'm just adding all of these carrots into my mix. I'm going to give that a stir and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm giving these a nice saute. In this big pot, and even if I'm not making this much soup, I love this big pot because then stuff isn't boiling over and splattering so bad. I think I need a little bit more olive oil. And I'm going to turn it up a bit, get it going. So now once this gets sauteed enough where I like it, I'm going to start adding the other ingredients. So like I was telling you in my other video, I keep a running grocery list of stuff just right handy where, so I notepad, and then I don't forget anything when I'm going to the grocery store. Okay, so this is starting to saute up a bit. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tidy my kitchen up a little bit while we put some of my dishes away, while we wait for that to saute, and then we'll get to it. Okay guys, so I've sauteed this up and softened this up quite a fair bit. And now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so the next step is, should be white wine, but I'm using rosé, but it doesn't really matter, honestly. There's quite a fair bit, so I used like, I don't know, a quarter of a bottle. And like I told you guys in the intro, I'm not perfect. Nothing I do is perfect. I don't always measure everything, and I tweak stuff the way I like it, and it's okay. I don't always follow the rules. I'm going to use this really delicious, the steam's getting in the way, but this really amazing freshly dried dill, and I want a lot. Salmon and dill. I don't even know how much that is, but probably like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. Yeah, I think that's about 3 tablespoons. And then I'm not going to use, am I going to use all three of these? This one I had open from yesterday when I was making the chicken Alfredo. There's just a half of a container left, so yeah, actually I probably will use all of it. So I'm gonna do that one, and this one's chicken with white wine. What's this one? Chicken with roasted garlic. Okay. Oh, I can't get that off of there. Sorry, my stove area is really dark because of all this tile, this old-fashioned tile. The backsplash to my thing is like a little dark little cave, but the whole wall is brick and it has this cedar shakes up there, and I just thought it was so unique and cool. It's even cut out there where I stuck a basket in with some pot holders. But okay, so let's add that last thing of broth, and we've got the wine, and then what else do we have? Oh, I have a little extra seasoning that I want to add, and we need the heavy cream. Now you can use heavy cream or whole milk. I don't have heavy cream today. So I'm just going to be using whole milk, and that's totally fine. You can improvise, like improvise with whatever you have. It'll still taste amazing. Okay, I'm going to turn that up a notch. Oh, and I can't forget, this is my favorite organic no salt seasoning from Costco. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to open this jar. Now, I took this out and poured it in these jars because I like to keep all of my jars up there with all my seasonings and spices and dried herbs and things like that. But so it's just Kirkland organic no salt seasoning, and I tend to use a lot of that because of my issue with the salt. So the more flavor I can get in stuff, the better. So I probably used, I don't know, 4 tablespoons of that too. So I'm gonna stir that in there. It's so sunny and bright. Oh man, it's beautiful. Okay, so that's it. Maybe like another pinch of pepper. And we're just gonna let that sit for a little while and simmer, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, and the salmon's going to be going in there shortly. Actually, you know what? I'm going to add the salmon right now. I want to get that flavor. I want to get that flavor going. Doesn't that look so good? Like, I did pick it all apart and pre-baked it, just barely baked it, just enough that it was cooked, and then deboned. So I'm gonna get that in there. Okay, and I'll give that one a good stir, and that's gonna start smelling so divine. All right, okay. I'll be back shortly, and we will get the rest of the thickening, and I'm going to go get some potatoes peeled. Okay, you guys, I've got my dishes put away, and I'm trying to tidy as I go because I don't like a huge mess. So now I'm just going to peel these potatoes and dice them up for adding to our chowder. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm done all the chopping and cleaning. So I just kept kind of the peel on that was for the red potatoes a little bit. I only took off what I needed to. And for the russets, I took everything off. And I mixed stuff. Like, you can use what you have. It says only, the recipes usually say only white or red potatoes, but you can use whatever you have. Make do with what you got. And so I got 2 cups out of frozen corn, and I have no half and half, like I said, and I'm swapping it out for whole milk. So I'm gonna add these ingredients in there and give it a stir, and then I'm gonna taste it and see where we're at with flavors. This smells so good in here, guys. Oh my goodness. And it's such a hearty, healthy, good meal. I might add more dill because I'm kind of a dill nut, but I'm gonna see. and it's so delicious at the end if you put a big dollop of sour cream on top of your soup once it's in the bowl and sprinkle a little bit of dill on top. I might have to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to add, and I didn't count my potatoes, I just went, you add however many potatoes that you want, how thick you want it. And I'm just going to add 4 cups of either heavy cream or whole milk. And give that a stir. And then I'm going to simmer this for a while and let all the flavors mingle. First, I just want to give it a little taste, even though taste test, even though I just added that milk. That's really good for low salt. Yep, I want more dill in there, but you adjust it however you like it. Definitely added enough pepper, it's got some kick. And there's one extra thing that I love that I add to all of my soups and chowders, and it's the Better Bouillon flavoring, organic roasted chicken base. I'm just gonna get a fresh spoon. I'm just gonna use a dollop of that. And I know this does have salt in it, but it's much lower than the cubes and the other things. This is the only one that I found that has no MSG, because I can't eat any MSG, nor do I want to. So I'm just going to add that little scoop. Oh, enough left in here for like one more soup. So yeah, I'm going to let this come to a simmer, and then we're going to flavor it and taste it at the very end and test it out for lunch. So let's let this simmer for a while and get the flavors all mingling. So I also got gifted these beautiful, well traded, these beautiful duck eggs. Look how huge they are, for some chicken eggs from our friends down the road, because they don't have chickens and we have chickens and we don't have ducks. So I'm going to be coming up with some probably baking recipes really soon to utilize these beautiful duck eggs. So I can't wait for that. So that's it for now, friends. Here's the finished product. Doesn't it look beautiful? I like to let mine simmer for at least an hour, even 2 hours. It tastes so good. Make sure all the potatoes are nice and soft and the corn just looks amazing. Now I don't have sour cream, but if I did, I would totally put it on here right now, a big glob. That's how I like my borscht too. But I don't, so thanks so much for being here today. Thanks for popping by and watching the video. I hope you try it. If you do, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. and what you think of it. I just think it's such a nice, healthy way to eat salmon, because I could eat salmon like every day. So anyway, I hope to see you in my next video, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Insightful Self. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to look at the sunshine. That just makes me happy already. Talk to you later. Bye, friends. All right, it's the next day, so let's get this day started. I'm headed to chemo. Morning, guys. So today I'm just getting ready for going to chemo, and it's a different kind that I'm getting. I'm getting a needle in my stomach. It's quite a lot of volume, so it takes about 10-15 minutes to get it injected. So then I have some blood work for the doctors at the same time down south, and some extra stuff. So I'll take you along. See you soon. Okay. Headed in. Some of these appointments started. Wow, it looks so quiet in here. This is a super good, lucky day. This is great. Things should go really fast. Now I'm headed up to cancer care, and they'll get me all set up, and then I'll be in and out and on my way. This is my cozy little room that I get, and it even comes with a view where I can look out and see the beautiful sky, so I'm pretty lucky. And now, basically, you sit here and wait. So now we just wait, and they'll come in and go over a bunch of things and symptoms and documentation, and then they'll bring in the drugs, and then I'll have the needle in my stomach. And it's quite a big volume, so it takes a while to go in, and then I already did all the blood work, so then I'm off and we can go and do our errands. So that'll be nice. Hey guys, as I'm home right now, and I'm just opening up this new thing I bought on Amazon. I'm pretty excited to set it up. Hydroponic growing system. So because I can't start my seeds yet on time, I thought at least I can do a little bit of this here. So I'm trying to follow the instruction sheet, and I'm going to put this together, and hopefully that'll be pretty fun. It seems to come with all the little pods, a plug, these little, I guess this is like fake soil. And it even comes with plant food. So I have a gazillion seeds, so I can't wait to figure this thing out. It can't be that complicated. That's the top of it. So it will go like that. So yeah, I'm put to get that going, at least put some seeds in there before I head to the doctors for a week at the hospital and get this thing started. And this thing is showing that they're doing like tomatoes and lettuce, and obviously things that aren't like root vegetables. So I'm going to go through my seeds and see what I think would be the best option to put in here and get this thing rolling. I also bought these awesome stacking things on Amazon, which I have to stack up, but they're basically tiered planters that on each side are self-watering. So when you build them up, you have a water tray on the bottom. One goes on this way, one goes on that way, and whatever. So I will build those too and show you. I just got this all set up and full of water. So I'm just gonna put these little disc things on that they say, I guess that's to keep the plants moist. So what I've put in here is butter lettuce, romaine lettuce, and cherry tomatoes. So I went a little overkill, like it said 4 to 5 seeds in each one, but I think I dropped like 6 to 8 seeds in one of them, so oops. But that's okay. Oh, I need one more here. All right. This is looking cool. So I'm just gonna push this back. It's also got power, veggies, flour, and the pump. And I even had to watch a YouTube video because it said, I wasn't sure how to work it. And also but I got it figured out now. The guy was really good on YouTube. So this top piece expands and will come way up, way higher than my cupboard. So eventually I think I'll move it and put it over underneath my windowsill. But I got a big mess of canning jars and groceries to put away over there. So I'm just gonna keep it here for now. And we'll see what happens. And this little thing is supposed to tell me how much, when the max level of water and the minimum. So, and then you just add water and the plant nutrients that it comes with. So it comes with some sort of plant nutrient that you put and mix in with the water. So that's great. And the other thing that I ordered are these cool tiered planters, and they're all ready to be planted. They have a tray and 5 tiers, and then you water through the main hole. So I'm gonna put one of these there because I got 2 of them. I'll show you where I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put one out by each post on the patio, because when the snow's gone we won't have all that firewood, and we'll have our table and chairs and seating area and everything out here set up, and I think it'll look really nice. So that's that done. So that's exciting. So I'll probably just throw these in the greenhouse until we get back, and I'll keep you posted on our little hydroponic center. And the really cool thing is that I got, well, this one, never mind all of our paper, but I got this Yoka LED hydroponic system. And I also got this one here, this other brand, Intelligent Planter, and it looks really cute too. And I got this one, it's a smaller version, but it's got every single thing that came with the other one, the same thing in it. And I got that for my daughter because she lives in an RV and they don't have much space, so it's a little bit smaller. And its brand is a Hope Garden, and it looks exactly the same, just smaller and white. Yeah, so I'm excited about those things for sure. Hey friends, so the other thing I wanted to show you is that I got another one, and this extends up like this. I got another one of these for my daughter for her birthday, and she wanted, like, she was up talking about getting a really small one because they live in an RV. And so that's mine there, and it's that I just set up yesterday, and it looks like there's some condensation forming, so that's cool. And I was wondering why the light was off, but the guy in the video said the light goes on and off, and that it has its own system and to just ignore it, but it is very bright. And so I got her just a little smaller version with, I think that one has 12 pods and this one has 8. So that's plenty big for her RV. And then I got her some little starter seeds. I don't know if these are the things that she'll want to grow, but at least if she wants to start, she can use those. And then this is in here is the fertilizer unit that she'll add the water to. and the plug. So far mine's working really well, and this is that different brand, but I'm gonna wrap this up and put it in the gift bag and get it all ready for her birthday. And I thought that was a really nice gift idea. So if you're looking for a nice gift idea for somebody that wants to try something that have some herbs or something in their house and doesn't have the garden space, I thought this was a really good idea after I got it all and looked at it. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. Bye friends.